Hello everyone, I am back for another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle video in which I break down the perfect duo Super Saiyan 2 Caulifla plus Super Saiyan 2 Kale as shown off in the main Dokkan Battle Producers letter, but now we have the full details of the duos. So let's just get right into this. They are a super physical LR character with the leader skill of Universe 6, P4 HP attack defense 220%. Very, very powerful leader skill for a category that really needed that strong carnival leader, especially with the fact that we are entering the 220% meta game with the 10th anniversary. So, moving on to basic effects, key 6, attack defense 200, launch with additional attack, there's a great chance of becoming a super. When receiving an attack for the first time within a turn, dodges before receiving an attack within the turn, damage reduction rate 20%, plus after receiving an attack defense 120, launches an additional super attack, and damage reduction rate 30% for 6 turns, and for every attack performed, key 2 up to 6, and attack defense 40% up to 120. When 23 key spears are obtained, this is not when you have 23 key, this is when you obtain every single orb on the field. You dodge the enemy's attack. And starting from the 6th turn, from the start of battle, meets up with Super Saiyan 2 Kale and can perform reversible exchange, which is the new mechanic introduced during the 10th anniversary. And time only changes all key spears to physical, so you can get the 23 key spear obtained mechanic for Caulifla. Her active skill is Limit Break Blaster. It can be activated starting from the 6th turn from the start of battle. Active skill effect causes ultimate damage to enemy Universe 6 category allies key 1 and attack defense plus 16% during the entire rest of the battle. Her link set is Super Saiyan Battlefield Diva Warriors of U6. Prepare for battle, tournament of power, first battle on Reginald Tower. Categories are Universe 6, Peppy Gals, Universe Survival Saga, Pure Saiyans, Full Power, Super Saiyan 2, Rapid Growth, Gifted Warriors, Master Evolution, Bond of Friendship, Power Bound Super Saiyan, Permanent Participants, Super Bosses, Exploding Range, Miraculous Awakening, and Uncontrollable Power. First of all, they have quite a bit of teams. Not a bad selection of categories, and this is something I really love about the reversible exchange mechanic. It is the correct way, in my opinion, to handle duo characters, because when you just have characters that are duo, things on the category side can get a little messy because certain categories start getting excluded, and then you have to have all the same categories for a duo, and then it gets kind of nasty, especially when you go 3 or more characters in a duo. You can start leaving yourself just only a handful of categories. For a Goku Vegeta Trunks. That's disgustingly bad. But reversible exchange actually lets you have all the teams that a Caulifla and Kale would be on. So that is why I like reversible exchange as my favorite duo mechanic, just because it functions so much better. So much better than the typical exchange or a typical group unit would do, with actually honoring all of their categories. So that's just me praising the reversible exchange mechanic as a whole. But rating Caulifla Caulifla. We are going to do that after we see the crazy super attack effects, because honestly, these are some wild ones here. Super attack effect, the 12th key is a physical super that raises attack defense for 1 turn, causes colossal damage to enemy, and raises chance of dodging and chance of performing a crit hit by 6% for 1 turn, and an ultra super attack, Crush Cannon, greatly raises attack defense for 1 turn, causes Mega Colossal, raises chance of evading enemies' attack by 26% for 3 turns, and that is a beam super attack. So that is definitely something interesting to look out for freaking sure. And honestly, overall, her hit looks interesting. She definitely won't have a struggle to obtain key, because I can see she already has methods to have already like 12 key at the start of the turn once she's built up on key, and of course the full orb field changing as well to have that just stupendous amounts of diabolicalness for freaking sure. So honestly, she looks like she has some stuff. I don't know how. She doesn't scream like overtly crazy, but she could definitely do some interesting stuff here, for sure. And the active skill as well seems alright. It's just, not the craziest as well, but it seems decent enough. It definitely seems decent enough on the Caulifla side. And the reversible exchange, of course, can be activated from 6 turns from the start of battle, which honestly, ooh, that is kind of deep. That is kind of deep into most fights, in my opinion. So, let's see if Kale lives up to that condition as well. And I gotta say, the artwork for both of these sides look absolutely awesome, chat. Absolutely awesome. They cooked with the artwork for sure. And the passive skill effects, power not to be overlooked, can perform a critical hit when attacking for the first time within the turn. And basic effects, attack defense 200, guard when attacking with 12 more key, attack 100, when activating the active skill, when attacking with 24 key, attack 200. So wait, that's 200, 300, 500 attack. Okay, cool. When receiving an attack, defense 66 plus for every piece. Interesting. Oh, looks like she will have quite a bit of defensive prowess as well. Oh, definitely seems like a step up with Kale. 6 or more key spears obtained, launches 2 additional super attacks. 23 key spears obtained, so that's the entire field. That is the entire field, which will be fulfilled by Caulifla's effect of changing everything to physical, starting from the 6th turn, start of battle once only, so you can go ahead and get the skill of just launching crazy sets. 5 guaranteed supers with 200, 100, 500. Whoa! Okay? That you crits! Oh! Oh, that could be some decent. Yo, okay! Okay, Kale is gonna pop off the page first. Yo, okay, that could be crazy top, like guaranteed crazy top end. Oh, now that seems like a great fisher. Oh, hey, oh, freaking hey, chat, that looks awesome. Wow. Oh, by the way, I definitely noticed Caulifla. When receiving an attack for the first time within the turn, evades enemy attack. That sounds very useful for it's just Vegeta's story. Uh, the Vegeta Red Zone, excuse me, in the Goku story event, that's stage 10, where he just keeps on super attacking as the first attack. That could be very useful. Just have the dodge on us. I see you. We see where this is going. Okay, that will be very useful for that specific mission, chat. Very useful. But with that being said, let me continue on to the active skill. Kale goes berserk can be activated upon entering and causes ultimate damage to enemy. And key +6 and attack +40% in battle. So, of course, that is the active to just go completely berserk ham onto the opponent for freaking sure. The link set does not change, so that could be an interesting idea to link this unit with the friends leading skill to have them on a rotation and just doing devious things that way. Okay, that's definitely an awesome idea. But honestly, Caulifla seems like she's just okay. She has some utility, but Kale seems like the big transformation top end. Hey! Oh, freaking K, that's awesome! And of course, her super attacks reflect that. Blaster Bomb, Key Blast, greatly raises attack for 1 turn, causes Colossal and raise chance of performing a critical hit and chance to dodge by 6% for 1 turn. And the Ultra Super massively raises attack for 1 turn, causes Mega Colossal damage to enemy and raises chance of performing a critical hit by 26% for 3 turns. So massively greatly, yeah, that's going to do a lot. That is going to do a lot of damage. I do find it funny also that the 12 key on Kale is a beam and the Ultra Super is a melee, while for Caulifla it's reversed. The 18 key is a beam and the 12 key is a melee. I just thought that detail is very interesting to point out, chat. But honestly, they seem like they have an interesting kit, and I think they're definitely worth considering summoning, especially since the leader skill for Universe 6 is definitely useful for freaking sure. Leader skill W kit seems decent enough, but I do have to give out a very big warning on summoning. But overall, I'll say that for the end, the kit is definitely interesting enough to warrant a look at, and mechanically, they seem great. Now, as I have broken down that the kit looks definitely interesting / okay enough to maybe want summoning on, let's go over aesthetics. First of all, the artwork looks absolutely fantastic. I love both sides of these card arts. But with that being said, can't talk about aesthetics without getting into the animation, so let's get into that right now! Alright everyone, this is the moment I have definitely been waiting for since the May producers letter to take a look at the full animations now, so let's just get into it! It's oh, we got the 12 key right here. Just a flurry of punches straight into the wall. And that signature crush cannon has to be expected from a Caulifla unit. And then we have the exchange slash meet up on that. Oh, I especially like the ending shot of this. Also, their battle motions look pretty snazzy here. I will say that. I do like their battle motions. I do like what's going on with their battle motions for freaking sure. Yeah, I love how all these new characters are. Motions are good, okay? That's what I want to say. Battle motion good, chat. And of course, we got the Let's go! Yeah, the music's rocking. Let's go. And honestly, I do like how their super attacks kind of mirror each other because Caulifla's 18 key and Kale's 12 key seem to be about the same ideologically. And same with Kale's 18 key and Caulifla's 12 key. They are the same mechanically of what they do. So I really like that distinction right there. I really do like that flow between these units. Definitely really thought out. Overall, on the super attacks and the meetup animations, they definitely seem decent. They definitely seem all right, especially that ending shot of them to powering up for sure. I like those face shots for a lot for sure. But let's get into the money shots of these active skills. Starting off with Kale's active, where she absolutely goes berserk. Oh no, that's sick. That's sick. I love how Kale just goes berserk when she just transforms. Like that's just so sick. I love how it just Kale just absolutely just goes on an absolute rampage in her Kitsu. That's really emphasized by the active skill. She seems like a very good rampage top end for King Sure. Of course, I'm gonna mention the elephant in the room right about now because it's appropriate. Yes, I definitely do agree that a Kefla fusion would have been more hype to include on these active skills for sure. That is just factual information. Of course, a fusion would definitely have been hyper. However, number one, heck, Kale and Caulifla as well. I expect them to easy A because it was featured on, I believe it was Hitsman in part one. So there's already going to be a new Kefla, which is very odd since they both seem to have turn six transformation mechanics, which Kale and Caulifla confused starting from I believe turn six, and the exchange Caulifla can meet up with Kale on turn six. So interesting how they designed that there, of course. Six, Universe Six. It just adds up, okay? It just adds up. Yeah, it just adds up. But with that being said, number two, that's just why I don't think we necessarily have to get a Kefla here, although that would have been really nice. I do agree. I do agree. It's a bit of a shame that there's no Kefla, but breaks the unit for me personally. It could for y'all, but I don't think that breaks it for me personally. I do just like focusing on the dual moment here. Oh, just letting Kale shine on her own active skill. That is actually super sick. I really like that. Oh, especially that shot. That's so menacing. Oh my god. Oh my god. And the smoke, I am honestly like I don't even really I mean, don't get me wrong, Caulifla is definitely going to be very useful. But looking at this unit, Kale seems like just the lion's share of what this unit does, and unfortunately, that's deep into the fight. But that top end looks awesome. Like, geez, five super attacks. Woo! You can't beat that. Oh man. Not only 5 supers, 5 guaranteed supers. Like, oh my gosh. Oh my, yeah. Okay, she's going to be doing massive things. I think Caulifla might be someone that does okay slash decent, but Kale is going to be a monster. Kale is going to be a monster. Caulifla might be okay. For freaking sure. For freaking sure. But we have the last active skill here. The duo active. The duo friendship active for sure. Where they attack together instead of Kale rampaging all on her own. And oh yeah, that dialogue exchange was definitely awesome, 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 awesome. And of course, my favorite part of a well-rounded unit is an awesome KO screen, and they nailed it. Oh my gosh. So aesthetically, I will have to say the super attacks on them and the exchange animation, for the most part, there's definitely one good scene, is just okay, while the active skills are okay. They have some spice to them. So overall, I definitely say this is about like a average to a little bit above average on the animation department. Now, should you summon for these girls? The $1,000,000 question. And the answer is no, in my opinion, at least. Why? Because of this thing called the Global Dokkan Celebration coming up in about a month. Now, worldwide is usually the second biggest celebration in the year of Dokkan, the yearly cycle. And number one, of course, being actual anniversary. So, with Global synced and anniversary for Global pushed to where it's supposed to be, in my humble opinion, back where we have it synced with the Japan anniversary time slot. Well, that now we've already celebrated that celebration, so we can't exactly do global anniversary with the Japan anniversary content. It doesn't exactly work. So what happens is we take the worldwide celebration, a celebration characterized by the intrinsic nature of, ooh, we can have a sync celebration. So cool that we can have one big chance on the year to be unified. Now that everything's unified, we can reframe this context so where the global anniversary is quote unquote dead and it gets absorbed, scooped up by the idea of worldwide, that being the second biggest celebration of the year, to combine, merge into the global Dokkan celebration, now reframed to celebrating global Dokkan's anniversary in that time slot, but serving the purpose of the worldwide celebration to be the second biggest milestone celebration in the yearly cycle. So I definitely say that it's definitely natural. A lot of games do this. For on top of my head, Dragon Ball Legends does this as well, where 6 months after Annie, for that game is Legends Festival, Banner Parade, you have half anniversary and anniversary, just things like that that you really have to keep in mind. It's the second biggest celebration. So with that being said, it is moving up closer, so of course you need to look forward to that. I'm gonna shake your head and say you need to look forward to the global Dokkan celebration. No, you not breathing room anymore. Like Tabata has been pushed back. It's been pushed beyond this new worldwide. So Tanabata, going straight into this new year of global Dokkan celebration. And it makes sense how they're redoing the schedule, but you really have to think about this new change in how things are going to be operating from now on in the schedule of Dokkan. So while I will say that Kale and Caulifla are definitely awesome characters and units for sure. And no, they don't fuse is a little disappointing, but they're definitely awesome, especially Kale, Caulifla, ah, ah. But the Kale side looks awesome. She looks like she's a massive bulldozer, as she should. Go off, queen, for freaking sure. But even still, I would advise maybe considering skipping. However, they did confirm it's going to be a Rising Dragon Carnival, which means double rates for the LRs. So that double rates for the units. You could get lucky, but I'm just saying, don't go crazy overboard if you are not prepared for the global Dokkan celebration in any kind of way because it's going to be really massive. I expect it to be really massive because I expect that to be the landing zone of Dragon Ball Daima, just big Dragon Ball Daima stuff. And that's my prediction of what's going on. But with that being said, even though I say these goals are still a skip, definitely. Okay, slash, alright, slash, interesting on their own. Definitely makes sense if you want someone from them, especially for Universe 6 content and missions, because that team is and has been severely lacking and definitely deserved the buff that it got during this celebration. With that being said, hopefully y'all enjoyed this breakdown, and that is all the details I can provide on this. Hope I'm looking also forward to the Kale and Caulifla Attack EZA that should be coming out during part 2. So with that being said, hopefully y'all enjoyed. Consider liking if you have not done so already, if you enjoyed, and if you have not done so already as well, consider subscribing and turning on notification bells so you can stay with all of my latest videos. We are heating up. I am absolutely getting ready for now not only Dragon Ball Legends 7th anniversary, but this 10.5 anniversary, the global anniversary celebration, the new. We're pushing this up. We're pushing worldwide. That Dokkan is coming out with as well. So stay tuned for all of that. And of course, I am ready to ride the coattails of Phantom Parade's half anniversary on Global. And honestly, just to be honest, random tangent, but yeah, no. After that, like literally after the celebration on Phantom Parade, don't expect me to have any cubes left. This was done on purpose. I completely planned it because I had to get all these limited characters chat, but don't expect me to have any cubes left. Especially after Sukuna. Don't come to me for cubes after Sukuna, bro. Well, with that being said, hopefully you enjoyed. Until next time, and they should be giving out events with free tickets for these characters. So, uh, maybe, hey, hopefully we get lucky on these event tickets. And I do really like the introduction of event tickets and of all these summon chances are really good based on that. But with that being said, I will waste no more time. We'll get on out of here. Hopefully you all enjoyed. And until next time, that is all from me. Let me know what y'all think down in the comments. And I'll have to do it. Bye.